mate. Oh, solid bounce there.
My name is Jamie. I'm 24 and I got into parkour from a very young age. I went to a club called Momentum Parkour, and then I sort of worked my way up, getting to know everyone, and eventually I started coaching for that company.
My name's Ollie, I'm 21 years old. I go to uni in Brighton, and then I've probably been training outside for about 5 years now. If you're nice and you just want to hang out with people, then it's like a really good group of people to be around.
Fifth unit happened, it started way before I ever got into parkour with some older people, like the previous generation, I guess. And a lot of them actually coached at Momentum, Chris being one of them, guy somewhere behind me. I think I knew everyone probably for about 4 to 5 years, and then eventually when I started getting a bit more into the sport, a little bit more confident, that's when they started inviting me to the team. It's always been a friendship before anything else. Like, fifth unit is just a group of friends who will enjoy doing the same thing for the same reasons.
If it's something that I'm super scared of, you get a kind of a lot of adrenaline and the thoughts that tell you to naturally just not do this thing because, your body's trying to keep you safe. It's like a real thing in parkour. There's a real window that you have to go for something that you're really scared of. Usually it's at the start, you want to try and just go straight away. If not, it'll get harder and harder to commit.
I'll always start, everyone's got like a catalogue of jumps that they've done in the past. So I'll look at a scary jump and I'll compare it to another jump that I've done that's maybe of a similar size or had a similar takeoff. And I'll remember like, well, I did that other one successfully, so now I just need to remember it's the same thing, I just need to apply that here. You can't practice something like a roof gap because if you fail, then obviously the consequences are so high that you're just not going to be okay. But that's why you do everything on a ground level first. So you could set up 2 t-shirts and you can count the steps. We often put one foot in front of the other, like this, and that is how we count how big we can jump and how far we can run.
And it can go both ways, you might not be skilled enough to do something, but you'll meet people who can, they can just send themselves out of just pure wanting to do it, but they might not be skilled enough to do it, and that's when you hurt yourself. Or you'll see people who are super competent, but as soon as it gets to anything consequential, they can't do it because they haven't trained their brain to do the thing. So it's a balance between training your brain and your body, I'd say.
Parkour is very high risk, but I think because of how high the risk is, the reward is even higher because of that. I find that if for example, I go out and I go training, if I can conquer something scary that day, something that actually puts my life on the line, or not even my life, but just my health, my physical health on the line, and I can conquer that, then going home and doing mundane things like putting on a wash or making dinner, that all feels easy after I've done something that, could potentially kill me.
People get injured all the time. I'd say it's like an injury-prone sport, but there's more common injuries, like people's ankles are often pretty shit in parkour. That's pretty normal, and you have breaks and things like that, but I wouldn't say, because within parkour you have control variables that you can predict the kind of surfaces you're jumping off of. You can test all those things. You control the risks in that area, and so it all comes up to your ability.
And parkour is one of those sports where you really are putting yourself on the line. You're at great risk of injury in parkour, but funnily enough, I think the amount people get injured doing parkour is much lower than other sports like football or rugby, mostly because it's all to do with yourself. A lot of people have this misconception where we're daredevils and we just sort of throw ourselves at things and hope we'll be alright, but there's years and years of training that go into it. Parkour is something I aim to be doing for as long as feasibly possible. I think it's great for my mental health. The fact that I can scare myself on the daily, I think, is very healthy for my brain, personally. And as for fifth unit, it's all a passion project at the end of the day. We love doing it. We do it for us. We don't do it to make loads of money. Hopefully we get bigger. Hopefully we sell more clothes. Hopefully more people subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram. But at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We're going to keep doing it just because we love doing it. I mean, parkour is one of those things, I've been doing it for years and years and years. and I still scare the shit out of myself with some of the things you do. Like, it's very scary putting your brain in this stressful situation. You'll often find yourself standing over a massive jump thinking, why am I doing this? But the main piece of advice that I would give, that one of my friends said to me years ago that just changed my whole outlook on training and aided my progression, is just do something that scares you every day.